Okay. Hey everybody again. So this is going to be on the punctual future. The punctual future in Tuscarora is generally something. It's very similar to the punctual past, where you're you're going to do something, but it's going to be something that's very quick. It will happen. I intended to write this at the same time as I did it, but I realized the video recording software wasn't had to be restarted because it wasn't capturing the right screen as I was moving between them. So that is situated now, so we can go on. So so the construction of this is pretty simple. If you've been following along from the punctual past, you'll know that the construction of the punctual past was simply wa, which is the past aorist marker, and then in this case for the future we have and then we have it starts with and then it ends in the punctual marker. So this is just a setup of how we would set up our verb phrase or stem. And in the second position, we would do the subjects and the objects. So any subjects and objects are going to be in the form in there, or whoever's involved in the sentence. And then we have our verb stems, and then mood suffixes if you need to use those, and then your punctual marker. So an example from Mattoon, was this which is the which is essentially will here. So ra. So ra would be he will. So this is essentially will he, and then yitho. So yitho means to plant, and the hra is he, and this can be changed. This can be changed to anything. So this could be this could be this could be ka for I. It could be hus for you. You can say ehasa yoto. That can mean are you going to plant it, or you will plant it, you'll plant it, you're gonna plant it, something like that. And then, but yeah, you can generally do that. But in this example, you have ihra, he, yotho, and then you put your punctual at the end there, and that's how that one works. And I have made these examples already, but in the first position here we have and then how is to take it, but because wa is treated as a consonant, you have to move the punctual before the consonant, cluster. Generally, it's after the final vowel. So you do that, you put that in between there, and then this means I will take it. So ek ha ek how ek how ek how ek how ek how. And then this one we have ekatsori, and since the word is already attached, we can detach it again. So we can say we can put our in our first position, and then k. So I will eat it. So that's for I. That k is for I, and then we put atsori, which means to eat. No changes needed here since it ends in a vowel. And then we add our punctual glottal stop. And then in this example, it essentially means to do yourself. So this is this verb is an interesting one where you have to have the reflexive here. So so that doing something is doing something yourself. If you want to do something, you're doing it yourself. So this down here is essentially will, and then we have the particle for you. It could be esa anyer, or it could be etha anyer, Tuscarora. And the full form is down here that we decided to go with for this. So, es, yeah, Tuscarora. So it's like will, basically, will you self do punctual? Do it. Yeah, do it. And whenever you have, generally when you have an object in your sentence, and it's like not a human, you generally don't have to mark it. It's kind of implied, so we can say like, do it. And even if you want to say something like, "Are you going to do it later?" You could say, if you want a little challenge, you could say, essa anger, huh? Or essa anger, is, is you, utisku later. So are you gonna do it later? And are you going to do it later? You could just say essa anger is essa anger is ustiku. This literally means more is late. More it is late. Since this is part of one word. Okay. And then because it's a question for someone, it's a yes or no question. So this means, are you going to do it later? So yeah, and that's basically the gist of it. So we have both of our we have an example. We have an example of both of our rules, or we have an example of phonetic rule applied, and if you want to try more, you can always take Greek and practice putting the because this is a long vowel plus a punctual, you can practice putting that punctual dropping it. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. You drop it. If you have a long vowel plus a consonant, then the punctual is completely dropped. So yeah, there's that, and yeah, that's what we got for this today. So it's a one-time action, limited duration, something that will happen in the future, and it can be something that happens, but then it's done and that's it. Not an ongoing action. So if you've been watching this video and following along on the grammar series, I really appreciate your support. If you're an individual or an organization looking for language services, I offer a wide range of language services at langshack.club/services. And if you're looking for language instruction, language tutoring, or anything like that, language training, no matter how rare or common the language is, I can pick them up, and I can help simplify the grammar and help you, as well as a group of people, speak the language by speaking it from the start. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next